on the Gucci in the winter. I see you with your girls walking, in your chinchilla fur. I was laid up in the coupe back shader, looking at your face just pure with no makeup. A little bit of MAC lip gloss, hair in a bun well done. Looking for a ring, I see none, so I hopped out the coupe and hopped the suit to stop and introduce like I'm shining. You my destiny in your diamond cluster. Too much just to touch ya. Perfume down to the structure. Think I wait till the second night to fuck ya. I wanna marry you. Now I'm just playing. We can start with a few nights out in Malibu, surfing, laying up on Persians. Here's my number. Put it in your purse and call me.
On the telephone, she heard my voice. Tell me to pick her up in my Rolls Royce. My Rolls Royce, not the ladies. And girl, I'm gonna take you in my Mercedes. My Mercedes, would you full up a disease? And girl, I'm gonna take you in my Firebird. If my Firebird cannot take the curve. Girl, put your ass on the thumb at your butt.
You're getting closer. My player days is over. Well, maybe not completely, but still in all. Come here, let's your head on my bed. And let me get between your legs. Lay on your back. Take it from the back. Like a bad girl supposed to. I know you like that.
Yes, sir, Mike. You're about to show up right now.
The sheets with your teeth, wiggle your butt cheeks. Pour the styles over your body, pick you up, treat you like a convenience store, stick you up, take you to the balcony, pick you up. While I'm digging your kitty, then we drive into the sunset. Pull over, get up on the hood, ma. I ain't done yet.
All right, what's going on, Coach?
My man, what's going on? How you feeling?
I don't know. I thought we lost you, man. I was like, oh, man.
Nah, I'm here.
I was like, he on his PSAL time.
Nah. Yo, Mike, no. Mike,
Like,
what time you put? What time you schedule our games usually?
I don't know, but I see you on that time.
Nah, he know I ain't never on time for nothing.
Yeah, all right. What's good, man? How's everything? How's the family?
I mean, everybody's good, man. Thank God. You know, everybody's healthy. You know, I'm a Muslim, so we celebrated Eid this past weekend. I got a chance to, you know, spend some time with my family, so that's always good.
Everything was off. No social media, no nothing, right? You had to be low.
Yeah, it wasn't the same, man, but you know
what you got to do. Nah, I feel you. So, Coach, you're up and coming on the scene, you know, and why don't you introduce yourself, and then let everybody know who you are, who you coaching right now. Then we get into it.
I'm Coach Trawally. This is my third year coaching at South Bronx Prep. I've been at the school for going on my 6th year. I teach PE there. Kind of just graduated. I always know I wanted to coach. Kind of, went to school for phys ed, graduated, went to SUNY Cortland, came back down to the city, and kind of like I went to the school. The principal wanted me to come back and teach there. I went there for middle school. They didn't have a high school at the time. And now I'm teaching and coaching at the school I went to. So,
what do you teach?
I teach PE and health.
All right.
So,
you got a lot of ballers in here shouting you out, Coach.
Yeah. My girls is in here. Yep.
I saw you making sure everybody was in the building.
Yeah, they in support.
So, Coach, you came back. Did you coach before you got this job somewhere?
Yo, nah. I kind of was just like into clinics. Like I knew I wanted to coach. I remember being in my junior year of college, and I was playing. It's funny because I played football in college, and I met Bobby Hurley Sr. at a coaching clinic. He came to my school to speak, so I was like one of the youngest, one of the few students that was there, and I was observing, and I had to hear him talk, and that kind of motivated me. Like, I want to coach basketball. So once I decided that's what I wanted to do, as soon as I graduated, I came back. My little brother, he was playing at the time. Got him and his friends. Yo, what's up? Y'all want to play in this tournament? I got y'all. Paid my money, threw them in the tournament.
And that's it? He was off and running?
It was over. Like, I fell in love. Like, it was what I looked forward to. That's how I spent my summers. And that's how it started for me.
Who do you credit, or who do you look to, or who offers, support? I mean, you're a new coach, and you're going to, hit bumps around your way, little adversity, trying to figure out what your philosophy is. Who I don't want to say who's your mentor because you may not have one right now, but who's out there trying to look out for you?
I mean, I'm not even ashamed to say. I'll say mentor. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I got a few of them. Like the three people that I know I was able to always rely on. Obviously, Coach Lovick, we worked together. He was like one of the first. I remember my first year coaching, I was going to watch. Like, I was going to a lot of PSCO games, like upper level, whether it was A, AA, out Catholic school. I would just go watch. And he was one of the first coaches that, I could talk to. My cousin was he's an assistant coach on his staff. So we developed a relationship over the years. But Mike Lloyd we talk all the time. Like, and he kind of, it happened naturally. He wasn't like, like it was one of those where he seen I needed help. He liked what I was doing, and he offered his advice, and and he's been helping me a lot along the way. And Coach Dunn at Millbank, like,
Oh, you got heavy hitters under you, B. Mike Lloyd,
yeah,
Coach
man. I mean,
Love. Oh, you not
yeah,
about to fail, huh?
yeah. And then I got a few mentors in the building who kind of pushed me, like, yo, go take the job. You could do it. At first, I was kind of hesitant. I got a few people in the building, Coach Cav, Coach Harrington, and then the boys coach who kind of, gave me some advice on how to go about it. So I got a lot of people who've been.
So you still getting butterflies in the stomach, getting ready for season, like, are you over that?
I feel like I had that my first 2 years, but going into last year,
okay,
I did everything to make sure it wasn't that feeling anymore.
Gotcha.
And by that, I mean, like, as soon as the season was over, for me, it was like I was at middle school games watching, and I was making a lot of connections.
Right,
and
right.
Once I was able to figure out how to be able to recruit, get kids to buy in and figure that stuff out. Once I got that, we took off. Like, most of the kids that I got into the school this year, mostly freshmen and sophomores, but they've been playing together from like in 8th grade when I went and saw them through the summer and right into the year. So we was able to, use that momentum and come into the season and work. So
yeah, I'm trying to get Mike and Dunn to mentor me, man. Maybe they can help me out and make me go a little further.
Yeah, they've been definitely two people I could call anytime. They gonna answer. They gonna give me the real. Like,
yeah,
they ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. It is what it like. They gonna tell you like it is. You know what I mean? They definitely been there to support me. And Coach Lovick, big supporter. And then I got a good staff too. Like,
right, good.
Coach Sean,
yeah.
he in here. He older than me, but he definitely gives me insight that I'm still young. Still learning, and he definitely, is a great support for what we got going on at the school.
Coach Ant just said you gave him hell, man. So you out here building your name. It's all that matter. If they're gonna put respect on your name, not to be funny, if somebody could say, yo, that's a good dude, yo, they gave me a run for money, then you're doing something right. You coming up, you know what I mean? And right. I think at this time, the change and everything is gonna come from you guys, the younger dudes, like, the dudes that's got that 3 to 5 year frame where, you can benefit from relationships you'll make and maybe not make the mistakes that us older dudes, made by walling ourselves off because, we thought the only way to succeed was to, be out there solo. You know what I mean?
Right,
or
right.
You guys coming up now that I see, Coach Love, Coach Mike, you, Coach Ant, Anwar, you're like talking to each other, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, giving people their props, you know what I'm saying? Nobody has a problem with that. It wasn't always like that. And that's definitely the way it's got to stay in order for us to change this. So going out the season now, it didn't end the way were you headed in the playoffs, Coach?
Yeah, we were in the Elite Eight. We were like the day of our game.
Oh.
It came down like the season was over.
Man, how did you find out?
Like, honestly, my AD was just like, yo, listen, more than likely y'all not gonna play today. I kind of had the idea. And it's funny because me and my assistant coach, we joke about it because the day before we had a great practice before the playoff game. And we got in the car, and he's like, "Yo, we look good today." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, I don't want to kill a move, but I don't think we're gonna play tomorrow, bro." He like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "Yo, this shit is getting bad, bro."
Right.
And then he's like, "Bro, nah, don't think like that." That's all right. Walk into the school building. It was pretty much like done. We knew. Next day, schools is closed. It was over.
But how did you break it to the kids, man? I know that was crazy. Like
Honestly, I kind of waited. I waited until the PSL said something. I didn't want to,
oh,
I didn't want to
okay.
tell them something, and the PSL says anything different. But they kind of knew. Once the schools got shut down, they knew. Like,
Yeah, of
once
course.
they seen the NBA, NCAA, it kind of.
Damn.
Yeah, man, they heard it.
You got any kids that's leaving? They seniors?
See, that was the only good thing for me. Like, I had no seniors.
Oh, nice.
7 freshmen, 4 sophomores, and 1 junior. That was the team. So we was all young, and that's another reason why a lot of people didn't know about it. We had a young team, a bunch of kids people don't know, who were able to step in and step up big and play varsity and be able to handle it as freshmen.
So next season, you about to run through some people. That's what you're saying?
Nah, I didn't say that. I didn't
Come
say
on,
that.
come on, man.
I didn't say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I'm gonna say this: like, those kids have potential, and I feel like I'm gonna give them every opportunity to be great, but it's on them.
Right.
And whatever they want out of the game, I'm gonna give them every opportunity to go get it.
And how's your academically? Like,
To be honest, a lot of the upperclassmen, they get it for the most part in terms of academics and the importance of it. The freshmen, a few of them got it, you know what I mean? But that's a learning process for them. So I want to say that's important to me in terms of you got to be eligible. PSL rules is you can fail 1 class, but my school doesn't allow you to fail anything.
Good.
You got to at least pass all your classes,
Good.
which is fair.
That's good.
That's important. And I tell them about, qualifying early so they know, like, no matter how good you are, if you don't meet those requirements, you can't accept no scholarship. So
heard you. So y'all do like tutoring and you got like study hall and all that stuff?
Yeah, so we'll have study hall before like film or practice. So if we practicing late, we'll either go down and do our homework before we get in the gym.
Right.
And this year we didn't have a gym, so we'll go to Malali. Maybe like we practice at Malali over there by 161.
Yeah.
We'll go down there, get our homework done downstairs in the basement where they got a nice little classroom area right before we get on the court. We was all over the place this year. It was tough for us. We had no gym to practice.
But you know what? Adversity. If you get through adversity, you know what I mean. It builds character. You know what I mean. So all this running around, your kids know whatever's coming, you're gonna earn. You know what I mean. Your man, Coach Love, said, "Nah, that's what you're saying, man. You saying you about to run through some people. That's what he just said."
Who said that?
Coach Love.
Nah,
he said,
I ain't say that. I ain't say that. I'm saying it's on the kids, man. It's on them.
I know, but you like to have some fun, man. And
definitely.
So, who gave you good games in the PSAL? I mean, we ain't talking about wins or losses, but it was very competitive. Who do you look forward to playing? See, you like no, ain't nobody
year,
close.
No. We had some good games this year. We had some great games this year. Like outside of that, like we played Bertram in Rose Classic Super Jam. That was a good game for us. I feel like that was a game where a lot of people was watching, like South Bronx Prep. Like, who's this team?
Right.
And they kind of, that
like
kind of
coming
put us
out.
on notice.
You're coming out, sort of.
Yeah, and then we played Millbank. We played Democracy Prep there. Who were like in Manhattan B, a tough team, and we played a great game in front of a good crowd over there. So that was another good game. We had a few. Yeah, we had one more. I'm trying to think of one more. What's one more? Oh, Woodlands. We played Woodlands.
Woodlands? Coach Ty?
Yeah, we played them up at
He don't be
Rio
playing.
Harley. We beat them at the buzzer, double overtime.
Yeah, he don't be playing, and he has some bodies. Yeah,
yeah, we
that
beat
had
them.
to be a good game.
That was a great game. Great. That was. I feel like that was the defining moment in terms of seeing that these girls got it. Like
Right.
when they wanna put it together and play. That was. I feel like that was it for me.
Got you.
The game I needed to see from them.
So you want a 1-point loss, or you rather get blown out?
It depends. It depends. I feel like it depends. I would rather get blown out by a team that should dominate than lose to a team I won that we should beat. You know what I mean?
Them 1-point losses be killing, man.
Oh man.
Have you questioning yourself all day, all night, man?
You think about every mistake,
every turnover,
every sub,
every play they
every
didn't
timeout.
listen.
Everything. Like, and I feel like those it's tough. It's tough to take those kind of losses.
So preseason, what's preseason like? Not even preseason. Beginning of season. What's beginning of season like for you? How do you go into getting them prepared?
I feel like each year was different for me. Like I learned from the year prior, and I was able to like figure out what didn't work the year before and how I can get better for the next year. So I feel like for me, each year I started earlier. Like that's kind of been my motto. Like I remember the first year I didn't take the job until like September, so I didn't really have a preseason with them. And then the next year I was like, all right, I'm gonna start trying to get involved in the AAU, start trying to get involved in the summer, and the girls that I have returning, I kind of put them in tournaments. I kept the gym open all year for workouts, even though our season was over. Like I taught summer school, so I told the girls come work out. That's pretty much what it was, and it was just two. It was like 2 or 3 girls that was returning, so I didn't really have a large group. And then this year, coming into this year, was like I took a big step and like really going hard with AAU, and all the 8th graders that I had coming into the school played together with a few middle schools that I had in the building, and we was going all spring, all summer, same team, we played everywhere. And then right into September, I put them in a couple preseason tournaments. Shout out to Coach Ant. We did Canarsi's preseason challenge.
Yeah.
Coach Love at the Humble League, his preseason tournament.
Big shout. Coach Ant's my man. Love my man. Big shout to both of them. Good dudes.
Yeah, I did like 2 tournaments in the summer. It was just dumb. It was just the girls that was returning and the incoming freshmen, so they could start developing some chemistry. And we came out, playing well, and they figured it out. For a young team, they figured it out, and we were able to get it together early on, and they kind of surprised me, to be honest.
Okay. So when you was out on AAU, were you like under your own name, or you were under an umbrella of something? How was you doing?
This is the second year of NY Fury. So last year we pretty much had 2 grades last year, and then we kind of expanded. So the 8th grade team was kind of what I coached last year, and we switched this year. So Coach Lovick was really doing the 8th grade this year, which made sense.
NY Fury?
Yep.
NY
Fury.
Okay.
Yep.
Got you.
Yep.
Got you.
Yeah, so that sucks. But you didn't see me because I was coaching a younger team.
Got
you. You seen Coach Lovick a lot this summer, but a lot of my girls were playing with me throughout the summer and then going into the year.
So and talk as a coach. We not, I may make a joke or two, but it's serious. Talk about your kids, man. What kids people should be on notice? Because most people in the PSAL already know your kids and who should be on the notice. But in case you got any college coaches here, which we do, they're always looking. Put your kids' names out that they should be on the lookout for.
Damn, I got a good group of freshmen, to be honest. Like, I feel like for my freshmen, the sky's the ceiling for all of them. 7 freshmen, I feel like they all got potential. And in the year 2, you probably know a bunch of them. But the sophomore is, I got a sophomore forward who actually made All-State team. Congrats to her.
What's her name?
Osuese.
Oh, Suesse. All right, we need to look
Yeah,
out for her.
yeah, she's a sophomore, super athletic, plays hard, doesn't take plays off, defends, has a motor, and I'm starting to figure out that that's a skill.
Yeah,
But it's not every kid has it. Like,
facts. Who's your junior?
my junior Raquel, she's a guard,
Raquel.
um, small but defends at a high level, and I think she can definitely play some college ball. Definitely.
That's what we want. That's what we on here for. You got coaches, man, that they watching. They probably can't say much, but we trying to put names in front of those coaches, and that's why you on to just And it's not. You're a humble dude, I can see, but at the end of the day, your job, like ours, is to put those kids in a position where they can go on. So you make sure you shout them out. You know what I mean? And we may joke or whatever, but it's all serious business. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you about your kids. You know?
Yeah. The sophomore guard, Raquel Hoffman, undersized, but defends at a high level, comfortable at the 1 or 2. Small but plays bigger than what she is. Defends, will run through a wall, and plays hard.
Yeah.
And, I think definitely, some schools would definitely be interested in her after this year.
Good. So you coach boys for that hot second, but now you yourself to coaching girls. What did you see as the major difference, and what are you learning while coaching these girls that makes you want to stay as a girls coach? I know I'm asking crazy.
Yeah,
I know I'm hitting you.
Yeah, I know, and it's crazy because when I first got offered the job, to be honest with you, like, I needed to think. Like, it wasn't nothing like anybody's like, yo, you got offered a head coaching job. I'm just like, nah. Like, I kind of didn't know anything about the girls game.
That's what you said. You was like, but it's girls.
Yeah.
No.
I'm fresh out of college.
Keep it honey.
Yeah, I'm 23 years old, fresh out of college. 22. Yeah. So I'm just trying to like I'm around the boys. That's that's what I played. I coached them for a year, so I'm kind of like, I was helping out with the boys team after school. I never even really looked at the girls, to be honest.
Right.
And then the AD calls me in the office like, yo, I need a favor. I'm like, yeah, I got you. And he's like, I need a girls coach. I'm like, girls?
Yeah.
Like,
he was like, what?
I'm like, yeah. And then at first I'm kind of like, I need like a couple. I need some time to think about it. And he just he kind of gave me one of those like, I don't have nobody else, so
right.
You can do all the thinking you want.
But let me tell you something, Coach. Not to be funny, man. The majority of us coaches, girls kind of fell into our lap. It wasn't like we were thinking about coaching girls. Something happened, whether it was a kid that we had in a developmental program, whether we volunteered somewhere, and eventually they were like, yo, we need you to stay. Most of the good coaches didn't jump into girls. They just didn't. I mean, I'm sure there's some coaches that said, yo, I'm going to coach. But most of us didn't jump into girls. It kind of just fell in our laps.
Right.
But it falls in your laps, right? You're like, all right, I'm going to do this. And you were probably real hesitant. But then something changed. You said, yo, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm feeling this. I'm going to stay in this. What was that?
Honestly, it was the girls.
Okay.
It was
the
like
loyalty.
how hard they play for you no matter what. And if you was their coach, you was their coach. Like, nobody could talk bad about you, nothing. Like, they like, and I felt like that was the connection I had with them.
Facts, because like you felt like if they're gonna respond to me like this, then I can give them all I got. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's exactly what happened. And then I didn't take a step back. I'm like, let me learn the AAU. Like, my first year, I remember going to the quarterfinals and the finals game, just sitting there and sitting with all the coaches who knew each other, and I'm just a young coach just sitting there. And and that's when I knew I was getting into it. Like, I was starting to watch girls basketball games. Like, I would skip the men's game and I'm watching the girls game on TV. And I felt like, yeah, this is like, it kind of just grew on me. And now I feel like there's no turning back at this point. Like, and I've just been giving them my all ever since.
Well, I can tell you, I'm here. If you ever need something, you know, we can exchange out things. I'm in the building to help anybody that needs it, whether it's coaches, contacts, whatever. I mean, you got a good, but you know, you got a good solid help. But what I'm seeing is the coaches in girls basketball that is really in it. It's like a fraternity. You know what I mean? Like we we're glad to see each other. You know what I mean? And we
Yeah.
could talk shit and you can still go get a drink if you like. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Right.
like it's you my man until you do something that makes you not my man. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Right. Right.
give you the opportunity to come into the circle because we want everybody to succeed. That's the people I know.
Right.
Now, there's people that you as you go through this game, you're gonna say, I don't think that person got my best interest. But you know, that's a small percentage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that don't let that knock you off your horse because I see a lot of people, you know, and I feel you on the change that you made to kind of stay with the girls. You know what I mean? So what are your girls doing now? Like I know they trying to do online the remote learning.
Before I even get into that, I want to shout out Changing
Shout them
Youth
out.
Basketball. That's the first tournament I ever coached. Fresh out of college. Um, my man Steve and Zay, they doing a great thing over there. They got they up in the Bronx doing, you know,
What
after
tournament
school
was this?
Changing Youth Basketball, CYB.
Oh, okay, I see them. I see them.
Yeah, yep. First tournament I ever coached. Like, and that was my little brother and his friends, a couple kids from the block that I was like, yo, come on, we out. I want to play in a tournament. And I threw them in there. I remember the first game got smacked. You know what I mean? Like, I remember that first game like it was yesterday. Like, we ended up winning the tournament. But I remember that first game like it was, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll never forget it.
Right.
And that's when I knew this was kind of for me in terms of what I wanted to do for the rest of my life and just coach.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's like whether you play in Humble League, West Coach Ant's Canarsie tournament. It's almost
Preseason.
like once you get into something, you become like your man said, you become part of that brotherhood. You know what I mean? It's like every time we see you, yo, what's good? Or we're gonna holler at you on the phone. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
I get you. Now the question was, what are your girls doing now? You
Yeah.
learning?
Remote learning stuff pretty much. Like, we haven't really been doing anything together. Honestly, I've been talking to a lot of them individually. They'll send me workouts they doing, or they'll
Okay.
ask me, "Yo, coach, I need to work on this specifically. What can I do?" And, you
Right.
know, I kind of give them, you know, some certain things to do. But for the most part, honestly, we haven't really been doing anything together. It's kind of been mostly individual stuff that they'll.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Are you having Zoom meetings? Like you talking to the girls?
mostly individual stuff. They'll randomly call me on FaceTime, you know, kind of just, yo, Trawally, what's up? I miss you. How you been? What's going on? And it's
Right,
kind of, it
right,
hasn't really been basketball, to be
right.
honest. It's been
Because
kind of,
sometimes it's more than basketball. You know, we
yeah,
got to check on their mental. You
right,
know,
right,
and we know sometimes they have family situations. Unfortunately, a lot of people are locked in right now that have a crazy family situation, and there's nowhere to run to. Basketball was the run to. Basketball was the get away. So you know, sometimes we got to check on those kids that we know, you
right,
know, are stuck. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Right now, all your kids is good.
Yeah, they, for the most part, you know, everybody's good. Everybody's been, you know, responding, you know, you know, talking to me about, you know, how they dealing with this, the crisis and stuff like that. But a lot of them are hungry to get back out there. So I can't wait for this to be over. 'Cause
Yeah,
I mean,
facts. Absolutely. So what we looking for in the next 3 years? I know we looking to get Coach Love and his team out the way. You know what I mean? You're gonna step them.
yeah.
What else we looking for?
Um, Honestly, in 3 years, I want to be able to, you know, put all my kids in school, regardless of whether they playing ball or not.
Facts. Good
That
point.
that's number one. Like, I like above winning, I want, like, that's a win for me. They all in college, doing something, you know, being productive citizens and doing something positive with their life. I won.
So you threw me
So
off because I thought the first thing you was gonna say was I want that gold ball. But you said that, you already thinking the right way. So you
yeah.
want them to be productive citizens, you want them in college, um, even if they're not playing ball, right?
Even if they're not playing ball, even if you decide basketball ain't for me, you got a plan. You decide you want to go to school and study this. Like, that's a win. So that's
Facts.
my role as a coach. Like, it's not wins and losses, you know. So for me is putting them in the right situation and allowing them, to give them a platform to be successful.
Oh, you're gonna have a lot of good relationships just on that mentality. I'm
Mm.
telling you, a lot of people gonna gravitate to you because you know what I mean. They see, even though we want to win, let's not lie. We want to win, but they can see that you understand. Okay, I may not get these wins, but I got kids that I need to get into school. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the biggest thing for me. Like, and that's the game I've been trying to learn. I've been trying to get in the mind of these, like, college coaches, and like I go to a lot of Catholic school games because I see like that's where a lot of the college coaches are going to recruit. I want to see like what's different. Why are they going to why are they going to these kids? You know what I mean? More than
And what are you finding out? No, and it's not. Listen, if that's a point, what do you think is the difference?
Um, I think it's the discipline. For the most part, is those kids. Come from for the most part come from stable homes. So of course you see it in everything they do. You see it on the court. You see how they talk. You see how they speak. So
But you know what I think it is, Coach. And KP just said it's relationships. A lot of the college coaches maybe don't know the upcoming crop of PSAL, which is why we're doing this. You understand
right,
what I'm saying? A
right,
coach sitting there right now looking at you like, oh, I need to get to know him because I'm sure his kid's a high character. You see
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So even if they go D3, they could play. They're gonna be able to get grades, and we might be able to move them on to the D2 or the D1 after they graduate out this 2 year. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So,
right, right, right.
so right now, what we doing is very important because right now you sitting in front of college coaches, right now looking at you, and they probably gonna be in your box saying, "Yo, I need your contact info."
Right, right. That's the goal. But he's definitely right about relationships, man. And I've been that young coach, like not afraid to approach, a coach who's been in it for a few years or 10, 15 years in and asking them questions. Like I've never shied away from that. And I think that's what kind of helped me along this process is the fact that I talk to everybody. I'm friendly, like in terms of,
Right.
when I, especially around basketball, I love it. So I kind of just talk to everybody and try to get to know people. And that kind of helped me along the way.
Okay. So now when we look at the PS, and we hope, I'm going to hope that you guys get back. What are some of the teams you look forward to playing to? What's some of the teams you need to get back at because you shouldn't have took that loss. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Honestly, one loss is Clan.
Okay.
2 years in a row, I ain't beat them.
Okay.
I think that's the one team I kind of would like. But yeah, I definitely got to see them again next year. What's another team in the Bronx? Lehman. We lost to Lehman by I want to say 5 at Mike Lloyd's Thanksgiving Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving Classic. Shout out to Mike. He had a great tournament this year. We played them there. We lost a tough game to them, but I feel like we should have won. So I definitely want to see them again.
Okay. Okay. Those are the only 2, 3.
Only 2 I could think of.
Mike is
Oh
saying
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Can't forget them.
Come
Yeah,
on,
Mike.
man.
Can't forget them.
I
You
know
had to
I'm hitting
remind
you
me,
with
huh?
questions like, yo, but I'm just giving you yo, listen, it's your time to shine, man. Like
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
Bedford, of course. I feel like they've been the one team that kind of, you know, I've been struggling with these last, I want to say 2 years, to be
No,
honest. They are in Brooklyn, but they like, they always on top of the B division, and we up and coming, so we ended up playing them in the showcase game,
right.
and they got my number twice. So
Okay. So you got Lehman, you got Bedford, and you got a few others that you need to pull up on, right?
yeah, I got to see y'all next year.
I mean, So are you looking forward? You want to get back in the gym? You ready? Like you gearing?
I'm ready, man. I can't wait. My school is a 6 through 12 school, so I work. I coach the middle school team and the high school team.
Mm.
So, I pretty much got in the building, and once I started to go hard with the high school girls, I'm like, I got kids in the building who want to learn, and I had a couple tough middle schoolers in the building already. So I started working with them, started allowing them to come practice with the high schoolers, and it's kind of it's been working. I got the high school kind of helping out with the middle schoolers. So it's always good to have that pipeline.
You know, you haven't been able to get your middle school coach, like somebody just to get your kids ready for you.
It's tough because it has to be someone in the building,
Mm-hmm.
and then the kids kind of, you know, they kind of get used to you. So it's kind of like they always and they kind of want your attention. So, and I'm working with the high school as well, so I kind of just did it together, and it works. It works.
Yeah,
For the
but
most
if you
part.
get somebody you trust, you know what I mean, that you could put those kids in that they see you trust, it kind of makes it easier because now somebody can focus on those sixth graders while you focusing on the high school, but they doing the same thing you're doing to pipeline them into you. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
But you keep your hand on the program.
Yeah.
You know,
I,
you're around.
I mean, I haven't found anyone yet in
Mhm.
the building, and that's the tough part. But
Okay.
I'm looking. I'm actively looking. But I mean, for now, you know, I got the kids helping me out, the high school girls.
You
Coach.
got two things. Shanae has Grow Out game where she's doing the development of middle school kids. Maybe you and her could DM each other and talk about what she's doing, and maybe it'll help you as far as your kids are concerned as far as development, because now she's not affiliated. That Grow Out game is not AAU affiliated, so it's not like you got to worry about, you know, somebody trying to poach your kids. So maybe you reach out to her. And what's changing youth basketball? They was like, well, okay, what's the big plans for NY Fury? What are you guys looking at doing?
The plan is to you know, like our target is kids in the South Bronx. Like we've
Okay.
noticed, like in the PSAL in terms of on the girls side, like the Bronx basketball is not what it should be.
Yeah, your man on here talking about we taking over. All right. You gotta back that up, man. Stop being humble. He's talking about we taking over. So what does that mean?
that's my that's my man, Coach Mo. He right now he's running the 10U program, and he's doing a hell of a job with those
I just
girls.
want to know what that means. Come on.
Listen.
What we doing here?
I'm that's Coach Mo talking. I'm gonna back him up, of course, but you know,
You gonna let him carry that weight.
listen, we building something. That's all we gonna let the world know right now. We
Coach
building
Love
something.
said we coming. All right. Say less, right?
Yeah, we working hard, and then but our target, like, and our mission never changes, and our values is the same. It's help the kids in the South Bronx who really need it. You
Right.
know, it's tough when you see a lot of AU programs around here, and a lot of the kids aren't from here. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
um,
I got it. So you what you're gonna do for your school in AAU is you're gonna pull from the Bronx.
yeah, from the Bronx, like develop the kids in my
Okay.
building. You
Okay.
know, try to, and my goal is to help girls basketball in the Bronx. Like that's my ultimate goal. Girls
Now,
basketball in the Bronx needs to get better, and I think it's just them playing. It's not even, you know, it's not. I don't think the talent is not here. They just don't play enough.
okay, well, I bet you right now you got people thinking how they can help you resourcefully. You know what I mean? What they could do to support what you getting ready to do for your girls and you, Coach Love, Coach Mo, what you're gonna do for the girls in the Bronx. I guarantee you right now, people are like twiddling their fingers just because they like how you coming about it mentally.
So, I
So
mean, I appreciate it. I'm here, and I'm open ear because I want to see the game get better, and I feel like that's not what it was for me at first. You know, just about
oh
coaching and giving
so
them an opportunity, and now it's kind of like, you know, I want to be an ambassador for the game and let it, you know, and see it
okay.
grow.
All right. I mean, I
Yeah.
hear you. I think you definitely should reach out to people. You know, if somebody hits you with the resources, just check them out. I mean, it don't mean you're gonna jump in, you know, with whatever they're going with, but you know, I'm telling you, a lot of people are trying to develop this, or I don't want to use the word develop because that's going to be Coach Shanae's lane, but
Mhm.
they're trying to put resources together to help the people that want to do something. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So, and, but that's a good thing, man. If y'all just saying, listen, we want to develop those kids that in the Bronx, you know, that so that they don't have to run to Jersey and Brooklyn, and hey, make it happen. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And then that's kind of what we've been seeing is for the PSEL, a lot of these kids just don't play enough. And the schools and the teams that got kids who play, you see it right away on the court.
Well,
Versus
the
when
one
you
thing I
go,
would say, it may not be about playing enough, but it may be about being in the gym practicing and developing, because you could put kids on the court for 18,000 games and they'll never get better. You know what I mean? Because they don't
right,
have the time. We going from game to game to game to game. Sometimes you got to slow that down, get in the gym, work, develop. You know what I mean? And pick and choose where you're going to play to,
right,
to to see if what you're working on translate to game.
right.
You know what
And
I mean?
that was kind of that was our thing last. I feel like in the spring, and we spent a lot of time just like development. We was in the, like if it was, we practiced in the park. I'll meet up with my middle school girls earlier in the day, and then my high school girls would come right after, and we will be working in the park. And that's how I spent most of my summer. And then we kind of got into the games every weekend, and I kind of see where, you know, like now I was like, you know, this summer I was kind of looking into breaking my summer up into, you know, where we don't lose track of development. And
Right.
yeah, so I kind of see what you're saying too, like,
Yeah.
and how it can
You can
hurt.
stick
It can hurt.
a million games, but if they're not developing, eventually you hit the ceiling. There's
Right,
nothing else they can do because they're not learning. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So shout your coaches out. I saw a picture. It was like 3 coaches or something, right?
Yeah, man. Like Coach John, um, his daughter's on the team, but he was a part of he coached the middle school team last year. And this year it's the second year with me on the high school side, and he's been a big part of the development of the program. He's in terms of, you know, practicing and running practices. Like honestly, he probably does most of the talking in practice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's my thing too, is allowing, you know, coaches to coach, and he's been a big supporter in terms of everything I'm doing at that school. Yo, I need your help with this, or I need that. He's there. And then we got Coach Suping. That's Diamond's dad. He's another one. Just, you know, just there for support. Whatever I need, helps. Whatever, if it's rebounding for kids, or, you know, if he has something he could point out, he steps up. And then Coach Harrington, who's in the building, who's kind of been like my mentor in the building, like, you know what I mean, older than me, but
Yeah.
always, you know, just trying to teach me and give me lessons in terms of what it means to coach and lead, you know, young ladies.
Gotcha.
So I got a good team. Definitely got a good group with me.
Gotcha. That's a very good thing, man. We want you to keep doing what you're doing, because obviously you're on the right path. You know, just develop those resources, develop those relationships, man. Because in the end of the day, we can't do it by ourselves. A lot of
Right.
us try to, like, you know, in my time, and I'm not saying like I'm old, but when I was brought up and somebody put me under, it was almost like, I'm gonna put this arm around you and it's us against the world. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I'm realizing is, with the dudes that I met, I mean, of course we're gonna be competitive. You gotta be competitive. At the end of the day, we playing to win, but at the end of the day, it's still love.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's still
Yeah.
love. Like, yo, I beat you by 5. We pounded up. You may beat me by 5 next time. You know what I mean? Listen, Coach Love is writing a check for you that you need to cash.
What you talk about?
Yo, he talking, he chatting, man.
What you
I
talk
don't know,
about?
he's setting you up.
Man, we'll see, man. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see, man. I know I'm not hiding the girls. I'm playing everything that I can. I'm gonna try my best to, you know, to develop and work with them, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you
You
got
know?
Coach Mark from Footprints. He does a lot of developing. Like
Yeah,
I
I
said,
met him. I met
you're
him.
gonna have Coach Shanae, who's gonna
Yeah.
have a lot of development, and she's gonna. I think she's at. I believe there's gonna be something in every borough. I see you got Coach Dunn. Like, development, man. Because
When
at the
y'all,
end of the day,
hey,
you develop them girls, and they stay because they never forget. You put that time in. You know what I
right,
mean? For the rest of us, that's just throwing girls into tournaments. That's why they don't stick around. You know,
right.
they don't really get to know you.
Right.
Oh, Humble League, my Humble too, but Humble's a league. Love, Humble's a league. We talking about him developing. So, but yeah,
I got a few questions here. When y'all moving to the A? That's
say it again.
he asked. Coach Jason asked when y'all moving to the A.
That's for you.
Yeah. No timetable, man. No timetable. We'll see. We'll see how we look at the end of next season.
Coach Love said, but go ahead with the question because we know that's BS. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach Jason, we'll see where we at next year, man. We'll
That's
see.
from construction.
Yeah, that's
Coach,
construction. That's my guy. Good people.
yeah, man. Him and Mike, yo, they know everything, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
yo,
on it.
I'm listening to their show. I don't know if it's every Thursday about PSAL talk.
Yeah, yep.
They be just going back and forth, and I'll be like, who?
Years, numbers. They know a kid from every school. Like
They know who's graduating. They know where it's going. They know what kids need to be looked at. They are definitely a good resource. I'm not even in PSAL and watch them and be like, yo, okay, you know?
Right. And it's funny because me and him, we before he actually knew who I was, we met at one of the PSAL certifications. I think it might have been first aid or something in Queens. And he was like, I'm the coach from South Bronx Prep. So I'm like, he's like, what you been doing all summer? So I'm telling him what I've been doing. We're gonna be all right. And then I show him like a video. He like, oh, y'all gonna be good. You just trying to like, you know what I mean? Like, you trying to downplay it. And then we end up seeing each other during the year. He's like, yo, I kind of, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of knew what was
Right.
going on.
He already knew. So
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, but listen, they on Thursdays at 6:00. PSAL Talks, Instagram Live. Make sure you check them out. Coach Love, Shanae is out the coaching game, B. I don't know what you're gonna do. You better go find some new development people. She's doing her own thing. But yeah, PSAL Talks, like I said, they definitely know all PSAL. For the college coaches, that's a good program to check out as well.
Yeah, the PSAL definitely good talks, man, because they're talking about like how to improve the game. Pretty much, what the kids need, and they're trying to help get all the kids situated, regardless of whether they go to their school or not, and that's how it's supposed to be. So, those are definitely two guys, I definitely, support, and I'm gonna definitely support their platform and what they got going on.
Yeah, I think he said he met you at the coaches meeting. It was the improvements for the league or something.
Yeah, that's the next one. Yep.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Shout out to my man, Coach Alex, Forever 64 dedicated. He was just on an hour ago. I'm sorry, Coach.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, his team was tough. I mean, it's not a school team, but he brought kids from Pennsylvania, and you would have thought they was balling in the city since they've been balling. You know what I mean? So big shout to him. Big shout to Coach Love. Big shout to Shanae. Big shout to KP, who's always doing something for girls basketball. This is who we kind of formatted our show after. He does a little more, national stuff, but we like to reach out to the city and connect you guys to the D2, D3s, let them connect to the coaches to see who they are. We just trying to give back just like you trying to give back, man. And, I'm going to support you, and, I might even make my way through to a game and see what's going on.
Hold up, man. Our gym should be done this year. Last year they was working on it, complete renovation. So in September, God willing, we should have a brand new gym.
Where the gym gonna be?
Over there, on 145th Willis Ave, between Willis and 3rd Avenue.
Okay.
Area. So it's if you 149th 3rd Ave, a few blocks down, you're right at the school.
Okay. Coach Jason said you're gonna be a major player in the PSAL for a while. So people got their eye on you, man. So I don't care how low you try to play. I don't care how low you trying to be. They already noting you up, man. Like, yo, we gotta watch this one, and coach trying to be humble, but they got their eye on you, man.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. And I appreciate it, Coach Jason. I appreciate the support, man.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on and talking about the program and the growth, and just the relationships that you are developing with the coaches and your mindset with the girls. That's definitely a plus. I'm hoping after we come out of this, that's a lot of more coaches have that mindset. We don't know when this is all over and there's no lives and we gonna see where everybody really stand. You know what I mean? Because everybody say the good things on the show, but I believe you, brother. So if you got these other people behind you, I definitely believe you. So I appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Big shout out to everybody that showed out.
Right. I want to shout out. I got a couple girls in here, but
Go do what you do.
Shout out to the coaches that have been, supporting me along the way. If I haven't told y'all, I appreciate y'all. And for the most part, like, they're always, like, Don Love, Mike Lloyd, Coach John, Coach Mo, a few people that I can always talk to about what's going on within the game, and I'm gonna get a truthful answer, and they're gonna try to guide me in the right direction. So I appreciate the people that have been supporting me.
All right, big shout out to those that supporting you. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna pull up because Coach Dunn said you fronting.
Don't let him fool you,
and you losing your hat. So I'm gonna check you when you're yelling and you mad. That's what I want to see.
Come check me. Right back at you, bro. Oh man, all right, brother.
Tonight, man, and PSAL on Thursday.
PSAL on Thursday. Tune in. PSAL 6:00 Thursday. Every Thursday. Tune in.
Now tomorrow, I think we have Nassau Community, but we also got and I don't know how many people. Chicken, the legendary garden. Her dad is gonna be on. So,
man, and it's funny because I heard of I know who she is. I heard about her.
Yeah. So
man.
That's a big thing. She was the guard of NYC, the girls guard NYC. So, pull up tomorrow, listen, maybe hear some, stories, and
I'll definitely be tuned in. I've been tuning in for the most part to a bunch of all of these, like, the lives that have been going on, just to learn.
Yeah.
Taking in information, understanding who's who.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I've been doing with my spare time, is just trying to get better as a coach and different things I can implement for next year. So I appreciate you putting out this platform because, I've been picking a lot of the, just been able to, listen in and learn from a lot of the people you've been having on here. So
all right. Well,
keep it going.
Watch Coach Mike and watch Coach Jason, man. They got you on the blackboard, all right?
I know. Man. They putting it out there, man. Have a good one, though, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate
man. Good night,
appreciate
man.
the time again.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.